Oh, dude. Hey, what's good, J.R. Smith? Are you happy, dude? Look, I made it. We're back to the first round. Oh, dude. Hey, what's good, J.R. Smith? Are you happy, dude? Look, I made it. We're back to the first round.
Let's go. Yo. Ooh. Get it. The Young Losers Finals about to go down. It's about to get lit. You guys ready for this shit? Cause I am. Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? Damn. Oh man, it's about to go down.
Studio with another Friday Fortnite 20K tournament with all your favorite YouTuber, streamers, and personalities. Once again, my name is Taylor Noble, or Reflections_II, and tonight is going to be a phenomenal night because joining me on the couch we have Ryan Foles and Jordan Rivs. I believe it is going to be a full team. We see a shopping cart. Trying to use it. That's a full team. They're chasing. Oh, he's rocket season, and he's going in. He gets one knock, goes in for the AR. Nice. He gets another.
Full team.
Which it gives. Tfue.
I have to get
Oh no, he got pushed,
dude, like,
and that's it. He's gonna go down. And the players,
bro, like I don't get, bro. I literally said that, Cliff. I said, I swear to God, if I die to a f***ing kid with a jetpack in this tournament, I'm gonna punch my f***ing monitor.
Keep going hard.
13. We were up by 3, right?
Yep.
We won!
Let's go,
get
dude.
it, bro! That's it! That's it!
Let's go, Wiz.
Just gotta play, baby. Just gotta play. We're gonna bob and weave. We're gonna sit through this bullshit. We're gonna win this thing. Come on.
On me? Above me? Are you lasering? Is that you?
Nope. That's Cypher next to them.
Got him. Jump.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Great stuff. We find the player exiting into a bush.
Got him. Hit on him, bro. And to your left. And to your left now. Oh, I hit him hard. Got 2. We're at 13. They're at 6, dude. Yo, I think we won. Because there's only 6 left.
Typical Gamer and Sword Thief will be moving on to the finals to meet up with whoever their competition is going to be.
I think we're in the finals, baby. I think we're in the finals, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited. Got him. Fully dead. If Tinny gets that, bro.
I have a jetpack too. Let me see if I can jetpack closer. Oh.
Wait, I'm gonna drop it, okay? Go, go, go,
Let's
go!
go!
Yes! That worked, dude. That freaking worked. Let's go, dude.
We didn't get to see it. Wait,
And dying
let's
off
see
the
this build
start.
battle here. I'm liking this. This is what we want to see. This is literally
Wow.
gonna be the future of esports here for us.
Oh, baby! I ain't playing today, man! 15K monster! I ain't playing, boy!
Especially just 'cause you have to put it all out there, so your back's against the wall and lose and go home.
A lot of people might
Oh,
be
wow.
out.
Oh, my
Beautiful
God.
impulse
Jump,
play.
impulse into
Got him again, let's go! Oh, shit, I got it. I'm mad kidding right now. Got that teammate out of the sky, we're Gucci. Oh my god, let's go! I like it! Finals, Ham! Let's go, boom, 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 boom.
Let's go, dude. That's 2 more kills, man. All right,
Let's
we're
go.
up. Yo, we have 16 kills and they have 13. We're up 3 kills,
money,
dude.
right? We got
Oh, and Hamlet's
$10,000 and
has already dropped.
Shotgun going against a revolver, but if anybody can do it, it could be Myth. He gets some damage on him. He takes some shots for the
Myth,
team.
2 health.
2 health. Dream, can he make it
Oh
happen?
my-
And Sword
oh
Beast.
my God,
Here
he's
it
a-
is. Building
Here's
enemy
a shot. He
gets
takes
it.
him down. What
Oh.
a massive play coming in there from this.
Typical gamer does go drop. He's going for the res versus getting. Oh no! Goes for the kill.
Big
Takes
shot.
a lot of damage.
Oh my
Gets a
God.
knock though with the edit.
think I can-
Talk
not gonna get the res.
about a shot.
On the backside of Thief. Can he pull this one off? Can he go big? Another snipe to the head. A Thief in the night.
Your left,
What
your
an
left, two,
amazing
two,
shot coming through the
He's one shot,
sniper.
though. Here we go, losers finals. Aimbotcalvin, King Richard going against Daequan and CaMiLLs to secure their place in the finals. $3,000 on the line. Everybody is hyped. You just heard Landon screaming. Of course, I'm screaming just about. And here it is, guys. This is a huge matchup. 2 teams that have never made the money are now already in the money and battling it out. This is a good match.
Daequan is so happy. Look at that man. He's smiling right now because you know why? Because he's in the losers finals and they're guaranteed some money already. But will it be 3,000, 7,000, or will the squad from the losers bracket make their way up, win 2 best-of-2s, and of course come out there with 10K?
That's a nice way to start off your weekend. I think it's fair to say.
Jesus.
Friday, what have you been doing all day? Oh, you know, just been kind of hanging out. I won $10,000 playing Fortnite, so that's what I was doing
Eating
today.
SpaghettiOs out of a trash can was what I was doing before I came here. But we're back at it, back in action. Daequan and company already 2 kills in. Once again, CaMiLLs, the smiling madman, okay? Jack the Ripper of Fortnite. Back at it again. Is it still daytime where he's at?
I was actually getting ready to ask you the same
The
thing.
sun
I'm not sure
dropped
if that's from the
again
monitor
even
or
more.
I think
It's
it's
got to
from-
be from the monitor.
I think he's in California.
He's getting a sunburn
This is
out
what,
here.
right now it's 7:30 in the West Coast.
All I know,
Time's hard.
All I know, guys, he's at 1 health. Literally.
Wait,
like
who
you said,
is? Who's it? Oh,
Calvin.
oh.
Calvin's at 1 health.
Does he need health, though? It's
They went
Calvin.
tilted, man.
Yeah,
What?
You're just catching us. The producer even said us before we went live.
Oh
We're
my
at Tilted.
Gosh.
Tilted, no mats,
Oh,
and no
man.
health.
Landon, come on, bud. All right, we're at Tilted. Lucky he's going to be breaking out, but this is risky. Obviously, at 1 health that he's pushing out, he has no meds. But his teammate, King Richard, still going to be battling out in Tilted. And Calvin, he's like dipping out. He's like, I'm done with Tilted. I've had enough. I'm at 1 health.
He needs to make sure he doesn't run into anything.
Well,
If he runs into a tree,
If he
he's
trips-
basically dead.
If he stubs his toe, for goodness sakes, he's going down.
Oh,
That
yeah.
that could. I mean, blood would be in the water at that point for Daequan and CaMiLLs. But still, with that being said, he's up. So there is potential for him to find meds and come out of this with the upper hand. But still, what do we got? We got Salty Springs and Tilted, 2 popular drops we've been seeing so far. And but yeah, Landon, they're at Tilted, and I know this is an area you've been saying, why are you guys going Tilted so much?
And I believe he actually, Aimbotcalvin, has spotted a squad from the backside going for the challenge. He has literally 1 HP, but he's going for it either way.
I love it.
Putting all of his eggs in one basket, and we'll see if he can finally try and make this clutch come through. A man with 1 HP does end up getting taken down. As, he ends up getting dropped. He should be thirsting the situation. And, he is
Calvin.
down. And if you're King Richard, you got 41 HP. Thankfully, you got some bandages in your pocket. But, yeah, this is looking incredibly grim off the start.
Yeah, and Aimbotcalvin just
To,
before he got
to
dropped.
not my surprise, by the way.
Aimbotcalvin, just before he got dropped, was actually sitting at 0 kills. So King Richard is going to be the man who's going to hold up the team at this point. A lot of weight on his shoulders. This is a lot of money on the line. Literally $4,000 between this match and the next one, of course, if you're just counting second place, we could be talking about a potential
Landon's having an emotional breakdown.
7,000.
I don't get it, man. I
dollars.
really don't. I want them to succeed so badly. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Like, I totally understand the idea by wanting to go to Tilted Towers. It's an even game. I know you want to have, you distance yourself from the opposition. CaMiLLs and Daequan, they're incredible players. But at the same time, you got to realize the risk that comes with it. I don't know. Like I said, I knew it was going to happen eventually to where it was going to ruin them. And just so unfortunately happens to come here, right?
They're not ruined, mind you. The world is not ending, Landon. King Richard is still alive, okay?
I want to point out that there is a constant 2v1, and there are over 50-plus enemies alive. I want to say that it's looking grim. That's what I'm saying.
You're looking at 6 kills from Daequan and CaMiLLs. Richard with 2. Calvin, I believe, went out with 0 after he challenged with a common pistol and 1 HP. Probably one of the more interesting plays I've seen in the tournament, besides the tilted drop itself here in the losers finals. But it could have all been a ploy to just watch King Richard absolutely do some magic by himself, trying to get these chests underneath the map. Only a 4-kill game, folks, and we've got plenty of kills left in this matchup. Finally, a slow-paced kill game where we're not already 65 players down in the first 4 minutes, which seemed to be the consistent thing throughout today's entire tournament.
It's refreshing. Like I said, though, how many we still have 54 engagements remaining, and Daequan and CaMiLLs have separated themselves, at least from the very beginning, and established that they will not, in fact, be next to Aimbotcalvin and King Richard. Now, King Richard last alive. So potential for them to find a lot of kills is there. They're at Dusty Divot. Of course, this is the point where a lot of players transfer when pushing for the circle. Of course, wherever the circle remains at this point, we'll see the mini-map hopefully relatively soon, see where it's at. But a potential for a lot of kills to go down and a huge lead going into Game 2 to move on to the finals. But still, with King Richard alive, he's still that wild card. He can hold Aimbotcalvin up. Now, does he make his way over towards Daequan and CaMiLLs? I know I would be thinking I would be.
I don't know. It's a risky call. Like, and this is the thing that we're still learning with a lot of these 2v2 tournaments. Teams are trying basically everything nowadays. It's like, if you're in a 2v1, like I said, do you go with the opposite squad? Do you try to take some of their kills? Or is it a little bit too risky to try to follow along with that squad? Like, there's been times where it's worked out in either way. I would say as far as most things are considered, based on the game right now, I would probably try to distance myself somewhat just because there's a lot of kills to kind of, there's a lot of time for you to kind of join up with that squad later. Play passive, try to go for a later team fight and whatnot. But yeah, just like that, Richard ends up getting taken down inside upon
2 kills.
A full 3-man kind of rush inside of this match. And yeah, he ends up getting taken down, guys. So yeah, it was the end of the world. It was in some cases. 2
kills for Landon is.
All I'm saying is that I have been saying the entire time, don't call tilted. It's gonna ruin you eventually. And so I gotta highlight myself whenever I'm right, because it very, very rarely happens. So, Legion, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not
trying. Honestly, I feel
just
the pain
frustrated,
at this
man.
point, and I was right there with you. I said, go tilted, because I want to see Landon fall apart emotionally here in front of a live broadcast of thousands of people, because there's no better way to do it, and we've still got pretty much a massacre to watch here from CaMiLLs and Daequan as
guys, you're tearing
44.
them apart. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of potential here where they can still go down.
Taylor,
look, I'm trying to be the positive guy here, okay?
You're trying to be the positive
I'm just
guy.
trying to bring hope.
All I'm saying is that how many situations have we seen where a team has died early and we have a squad like TSM or FaZe left up when nearly half the lobby is still alive?
I want to clarify. I'm not disagreeing with any of your points, okay, by any means. I'm just saying I'm trying to be that guy who's like, but wait, there's still a chance for the other team, okay?
There's always still a chance.
Do I disagree? I don't. But I'm just saying, I don't know. But then again, I'm a TSM fan myself. But 9-2 is going to be the score. 7 more
You're not
kills.
rooting on your own squad?
I'm not saying that. You're understanding. I'm trying to be
now what I'm doing is I'm trying to make him kind of go back on his own predictions.
I'm trying to be.
We've been planning this against you, Taylor, for
I'm good guy.
most of the broadcast.
We're playing good cop, bad cop. I'm trying to be the good cop at this point.
We're actually texting each other at the first 30 minutes of the broadcast starting. We're like, hey, we're out for Taylor this
and we weren't even it was Kick we were messaging on, which I don't even know if that's still around.
Oh, it absolutely is. When I was deployed, we used Kick every day. Just saying. Kick is the way to go. Great communication device.
If you need
military Kick,
about
telling you.
Kick, wedding cake.
And Kick is encrypted, so it's definitely a good thing to be using. Not Cake, producer, Kick. But nonetheless, here we are. Looking at CaMiLLs. Look at that smile on his face.
Okay,
and
let's try to analyze this.
Okay.
Is this his screen or is this his window? Is it still light there?
I'm throwing that it's a window because natural lighting is a genius move on anybody's part here.
Yeah.
CaMiLLs is an all-star when it comes to this. He doesn't need a diffuser and some bulbs. What he needs is good old sunlight. Now, when that sun goes down, it's straight-up monitor burn from here on out. Because you know what? The monitor's burning right now because Landon has been screaming internally after the entire death scene that just went down and tilted. I'm still confused about the 1 HP challenge. Was there no potential bandages anywhere in a small shed? Could he have found maybe a merchant that was selling them on the side of Tilted? Anything to have had health, but nope. Now they're just gradually building themselves a bigger lead.
I think when you feel a Rambo coming on, you just go full Rambo style and you just push forward. 1 HP.
I agree.
You got to make the Twitch clips possible, right? Go on Twitter. You got to make what? What are we seeing now?
Daequan just saw someone. Okay, I was like, for a second, there was someone who was totally walking to his right. He, without question, noticed him. I was like, is he like sparing King Richard and Aimbotcalvin trying to make this one a little bit closer? But yeah, he's actually taunting the enemy right now. Says goodbye to Tony Stark. The Iron Man is taken down there.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that he's gone yet again. We'll miss you.
Daequan.
Not gonna add anything toward
Daequan and CaMiLLs, man, is giving their opponents to oogity boogity boogity, saying, "What you mean, brother?" That's one of their things if you watch their streams. What do you mean, brother? Coming out. Good stuff. I love Daequan's streams just because of the whole brother thing. I think the whole brother thing is so cool. And I'm almost convinced that they all make their voice at least one pitch higher when they talk just to be funny on stream. I gotta say, because I don't know if that's the real voice or not. If you got, I know you guys don't watch their streams, but still,
no, I do. They are just dismantling them right now. I have no idea what's happening right now. But
he's just dancing on everybody's body. I mean, every time a sponsor slide rolls in Daequan's stream, another person's dead in the lobby from their hands. So I believe we got, 16-2? So just a 14-kill lead probably going into the second game as of right now. Still 20 people alive in the lobby. He might go make a sandwich mid-game. Maybe he'll actually check his Twitter account just to see what's going on and still keep the lead.
What kind of sandwich do you think he'd make?
Oh, I'm gonna go with like a turkey on rye with like a nice aioli, like a mayonnaise mix with like maybe even a Dijon mustard on it.
Sounds
probably
great.
a provolone type of guy.
I'm a provolone guy myself.
Same.
What about you, Taylor? What kind of cheese are you rocking?
I just go peanut butter jelly.
That's not cheese.
I know it's not cheese, but it's the greatest sandwich in the world, baby. Let's get it, right? Who's with me? Give me a...
Okay,
there we go. We got it.
PB&J is nice. It's nice.
PB&J is one of the best sandwiches.
Yeah, but crunchy or smooth?
See, that's the question,
smooth.
right? No. Crunchy is kind of, you never know how much of a crunch you're going to get with the crunchy peanut butter. This is... Guys, come on. The match. Look. Relate this to PB&J somehow.
Smooth, because that's all I can say about Daequan and CaMiLLs. I mean, what is this, 12 for him? How many kills we got from CaMiLL's side now?
5,
6
I
or
believe.
7? Is it 5 still?
I think it might be 5. You might have picked up.
I got 5 on it.
I mean, and two along with it, right? CaMiLLs and Daequan have been playing as a fantastic pair, much like how we compare the ingredients of a PB&J as along with
there
that.
You go.
So,
okay.
yeah, they're mixing together very well. It's fair to say, and they're definitely looking to get that bread. Am I right, gentlemen?
Am I right there? I haven't seen a match like this in years.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely slaughtering.
Right.
This is great. Let's just see what gun he's going to pick up now. Oh, Daequan hit it with the full screen.
Perfect. Thank you, Daequan.
My God. I'm going to have to start watching Daequan's streams. This is fantastic.
I'm telling you, he is a phenomenal entertainer. I love watching his streams, especially when he gets hype. And he's got that double pump, of course. Now he still has not the double pump, but he's got the pump with the heavy in his back pocket. But
pump heavy, baby.
Pump heavy is the way to go. That's the strategy overall.
How heavy is it?
It is definitely heavy.
I'm asking a lot of questions.
Heavier than a lot of peanut butter jelly sandwich, I would say. Huh?
What happened?
Well, no. Okay. Hey, great. That's 14 kills for Daequan.
He has 14 kills.
Yep. That's it, though. They're only up by like 20 now, so it's not even a big deal.
Right.
Now
I'm gonna point out quickly that I have no issue with King Richard and Calvin going to Tilted Towers in this next game. I will not have another aneurysm going on by any means. So definitely would not blame them as far as they're probably like in the loading screen watching, of course, the spectating rather in the death cams of whatnot of CaMiLLs and Daequan thinking about their strategies. I wouldn't blame you guys for going to Tilted Towers. Totally makes sense. So
I just want to say I still think King Richard and Aimbotcalvin have had a great tournament run, though, still. And I believe coming into the second round, stranger things have happened, right? Stranger things.
They have.
That's Legion. Stranger Things? I know you're mesmerized by this dancing.
I actually
but
wait. Do you know the main actor in Stranger Things?
I
right?
do actually play Finn Wolfhard. If you're out there watching, buddy,
Yeah.
we need to get back on the Fortnite grind. Only have one win together.
Hey,
it
it's a
took
win.
us, I think, about 120 games played with
Nice.
him and his older brother. But you know what? Yeah, we've been playing for a few years now. So I always ask him, like, hey, do you need an extra as a weird ice cream man in an episode or something? I can play that.
Right.
And he says no. So we'll just throw that out there. And that's not a
No.
problem. Let me know. Whoever's casting Stranger Things this year.
Hit him up. I would also be down for a role of some sort.
Yeah,
maybe.
I would
I'm
like
not-
to have you with me.
I
We
mean,
could
that'd
be
be
like
great.
a duo
We
ice
could-
cream man.
can
Yeah.
I just voice over
Where
the
the
audiobook?
Demogorgon hits and murders everybody in the scene.
I want to
so
do the
that'd be
audiobook.
great.
Thank you. That's
You-
all I want
you
to do. Just please throw that at me.
I want to just be the Christmas lights from season 1. That's really pretty much what I want to
The
be.
Christmas
I want to be
lights.
dressed as like a
Just on the
giant
wall.
bulb on the wall, just sitting there waiting. Is this like a what is this piece he has here for the subscription button? By the way, with the W, what is the?
Oh my!
Wombo combo, baby. I'm not too sure.
I have no idea, but I personally, going back to the talk about Stranger Things, I think maybe a few people could fit in the Demogorgon outfit. So I think we could probably control all
If
three
we
of us.
did
Probably could control that.
Yeah, we could do us on the base and you on the top controlling.
I could
the
definitely
torso.
hold the left arm for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
certainly. Maybe feet, legs, and then you got like the head and
Well,
the
I
top
can bench
right.
press a turkey leg, so that should be
Right.
enough for me to be able to hold most of the.
All right.
Solid.
Most of the material that
Solid
we need here.
work, Demo.
CaMiLLs, Daequan.
This is how
Showing out here, game 1. Absolutely insane competition. They had to fight for exactly 45 seconds at the beginning of the match against other players, and then they've just been playing a pub match now for the rest of it, enjoying their time with bounce pads, which, as we've all discovered, are extremely important now to have in the game.
they are.
But yeah, King Richard as well as Aimbotcalvin, they've had a great tournament. I feel like they performed incredibly well coming in. They still at least have the potential for some money, right? $3,000 on the line. Of course, they could still come back in the second round and maybe potentially take a victory. It's getting out of hand, but still, like I said, good cop, bad cop. I'm playing the good cop here, and I'm saying, but it is starting to wane down. But
Well, we know as commentators anything's possible. So, and that's something we would love to see is a drastic comeback like this,
Certainly.
especially going into game 2. However, it's fun to poke fun at some of the decisions that we saw from earlier on in this game, especially where CaMiLL, I don't even know who he is right now. He just built walls straight up and then is now going to swan dive like he's an Olympic diver.
Oh, I would love to see this.
I would love to see this too. Please drop down and shotgun them.
That'd be great. To, like,
CaMiLLs.
I think we should all get like scorecards and write numbers if this play
Pins
actually
all
does
across.
come-
Yeah.
Daequan goes down. Uh-oh, watch out, as we're going to see now CaMiLLs, last alive for his team.
There's
to
still
pick
4
up
people up, too.
four potential kills, and he's definitely has the high ground, of course. They're going to be trying to shoot it down, but no worries. He's got the jetpack in his back pocket. Here we go for the dive.
He was 96 stories above them all, just
And
peppering
he's-
shots
and he
away.
still is 96 stories above
He's
with,
like, you
with the
thought you were gonna
jetpack.
get away? Nope.
Well, this is CaMiLL's time to kind of showcase his skills
This
just a little
is
bit.
My real life nightmare, Taylor. Being built into a box with another man with a shotgun. First of all, how is he doing it? What kind of witchcraft wizardry is he working with? Second of all, will he finish this out with a victory? Because I believe this puts them ahead by almost 20 kills going into game 2. Not impossible, as we've seen in the tournament, though, especially with players the likes of Calvin and King Richard.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Yes, I agree.
It is definitely possible. However, it very much will be a kind of Hail Mary in terms of play calling they're going to need to have when it comes down to this map number 2, Ninja and whatnot. Of course, were eliminated by King Richard and Calvin squad. So obviously a very good track record when it comes down to things. But we'll see how they obviously do advance when it comes down to the rest of this tournament. But only 2 players up. CaMiLLs riding off into the sunset, whether it's a sunset or his actual monitor screen. We've still yet to decide whether or not whether it's either. But regardless, 2 players left. Spots 1 just coming out of the storm, and we'll see. Actually, as the jetpack rather start to dissipate, he's nearly about to get attacked by the zone.
Yeah, as he definitely is, but still capitalizing, trying to get these kills. If he does get the knock, he's got to go for the thirst at this point.
What?
Don't get in the storm. No, you have no health.
his opponent do?
You can't do it. He still got it.
CaMiLLs!
Oh, at the buzzer!
Sort of McNasty here before the round's over with 10 kills. And I believe 7 of those were like in the last,
Wow.
15 players alive on the map?
I
I'm
think
telling
he
you.
That
picked
was
up 3 at the end.
Smile
So
away, CaMiLLs.
The
how
s-
much
the
of a lead?
storm was hitting for so hard then that like literally a second and a half longer and he's dead.
How much of a lead are they going in with? 23?
That's it, though.
22?
That's what we've been saying the entire tournament. It's like, how many kills do they have? Oh, they have a 97 kill advantage. It's only 97.
It's a joke. They have to kill the whole lobby if they're standing still. AFK, no big deal.
Not a problem
That's if you
whatsoever.
find them all before the game's over with. So
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, of course, I think production
22.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great Taylor Swift song.
Oh yeah, that is actually. I actually just turned 22 and happened to listen to that at my birthday party. So
what? Okay.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
Did you guys have like a Swift cake or was it like
no,
like a
unfortunately
themed?
not.
Oh wow, you didn't even go see her on tour, did you?
I didn't.
Did you?
Unfortunately.
Did you?
Almost.
Almost. Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, first concert I ever saw was Backstreet Boys. Believe it or not.
All right. Well,
Really?
Previous
Mine was
history.
Drake.
Was it Drake?
It was Drake. My
That
senior year
totally
of high
trumps my
school.
Backstreet Boys. Thank
Yeah.
you.
With Kendrick Lamar and A$AP Rocky before they were really
Oh,
popular.
that is a
And I was more
solid
excited
lineup.
to see them at the time than I was Drake. So
Wow, I've seen no one interesting in concert.
I
so.
seen Snoop Dogg in Oakland. That was actually pretty
I've
sweet.
seen him 3 times. He's awesome.
He is.
And Wiz.
He is great. Yeah, it was Snoop Dogg. Who else was
Just gonna
it?
drink my G Fuel while you guys
yeah,
talk
absolutely.
about this
Taffy.
real quick.
Huh?
Wiz Khalifa Taffy.
Wiz
That's
I actually
my
saw Wiz
nickname.
Khalifa in Hawaii. I walked past him in Hawaii coming out of the hotel room. Did not get
Did
a
you get
picture
an
with him.
autograph?
I did not. I walked past him, and this is how it went. All right, he looked at me, and I went, and he went. Coolest moment I ever had in my life, but I still regret I didn't get a picture with him because I
Did
can't
you yell
validate my
Taylor
story.
Gang and then
Did not. No, like I said, I just
Okay.
nodded to him
Well,
like,
that's fine.
hey,
A lot of
I
us
know who
don't.
you are. You know who I am. That was it. He didn't know who I was.
What was it like? Reflections double I, and he's Snoop D-O double G.
He was like, are you Reflections _ I? And I was like,
that would be.
I was like, absolutely. Yeah,
Amazing.
actually, that's wait, are you Wiz Khalifa? I've seen you around. I've heard your name a couple of times. You know, that's not how it happened. Like I said, but
No, pretty much. Yeah. Well, we all know how it happened. Reflections. I mean, everybody knows the R Man himself. That's your new nickname that I just came up with.
What
by
was
the
it?
Way. The R Man, Big R,
The Big R
Daddy
Man.
Ref, whatever
Daddy
you want to
Ref.
be called by here for the rest of the day. But listen, we're going into the game.
22 kills. Let's get it.
Can Calvin and King Richard make the most improbable comeback of today's entire tournament? We'll see.
Do they drop Tilted or do they go Loot Lake? There's a
swear,
couple of
if
options.
they don't go tilted, nothing makes sense to me at all anymore.
They're going to go Junk Junction, and they're going to go pickaxes only to finish off the tournament.
That'd be fantastic, actually.
It would be, and if they won somehow, I would immediately drive home and
I
never
think-
cast or play video games again.
So we got one going retail
Yeah.
and the other one is going Tilted. Not a bad strategy.
Yeah, this is what they have to do. Like, this is obviously a strategy where you have to pull out whenever you're thinking, okay, hey, like, we absolutely have to do this. It's not a strategy that you want to do very often, but when you have to do it, now's the time to obviously bring in the, like I said, the Hail Mary call that he's going to have to pull off here. So they're going to be sending Aimbotcalvin, of course, over to Tilted Towers. King Richard will be visiting Retail Row. And right now, if you're Daequan CaMiLLs, right, if one of them drop, you're pretty much guaranteed
Pickaxe.
to move on to the next round.
Oh,
and I believe
he didn't get the
Calvin
gun.
does not grab the semi-auto,
He
throws
sticks
out
him.
the stickies, and I believe he does get the knockdown. Oh, my
double!
gosh!
He
There's
knocks
another
2
player.
Calvin. This could be it. Just
Oh
20
my
more
gosh.
kills.
And he actually picks up the M16 or the AR off the
He's got
ground.
the AR. Yeah, it could be an M. No, it's actually that's going to be, and that is an M16. Good call on your part. Give me something right there. That's an
course.
M16, ladies and gentlemen.
It is.
Yeah, that is a good call out from you. You're not even in
thank
the
you.
army, but hey, I like that.
And also at the same time, on the opposite screen, I believe I saw on the kill feed, King Richard also got a knockdown inside of Retail Row.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
that's 4 pretty much almost guaranteed kills to start.
That's a good start, right? Now all we need is
18.
Daequan and CaMiLLs to go down, and of
18
course,
more.
but still, starting off relatively slow in Fatal Fields, they're going to be pushing for Salty, of course. After that, a lot of things could
What
happen,
the-
but players down below goes in for the kills. Can he get it? Yes, he can. He got the 2, and that
yes,
is going to be an
Calvin.
instant limb. He finishes off the team, and he is sitting at 5 kills to the 2 kills for King Richard.
Yeah, they're both absolutely going off when
Okay,
they
now
need
they're
to.
only down by 15.
it's looking,
So-
it's looking up. However, Daequan and CaMiLLs have yet to enter into the battlefield, which could obviously change some things around. But right now, if you're Calvin and King Richard, you're definitely feeling good. You're feeling confident, but it's also very important. These kills obviously mean a lot, but it's about your life. If you die, all those kills essentially mean nothing. So you got to still value your life. Keep playing at the level that you're playing at, but just do your best to try to remain up. That's obviously a lot easier said than done.
Well, let's definitely see if the comeback will be possible. Now, notice Aimbotcalvin, he did have a team below him. And I don't think he was able to finish them off because there was another team that he ran into and he kind of had to build up and get out of there quickly. But still, the team is going to be below potentially. He did spot a player below. We do see King Richard, however. He is going to be in an engagement, building over top, does have the height advantage plus the shot, gets the knock. And the other player is going to be right in front of him trying to get off some easy kills but taking a lot of damage still at 6 health. it is looking bad for King Richard.
Is
He's going to
no
dip out. He has
mats.
he has bandages, and he is in fact going to be able to bandage
What
up
a
like you
sick play from Richard, though, to get out of
To
that
get out.
scenario.
Yeah.
That's one of those where I think about the other opponents here shooting him might have got caught during a reload and allowed him to be able to escape, because it was kind of a very odd exit to just be like, okay, I'm going to go inside. I'll see you guys if you're coming. And then didn't die.
Now, one thing that I saw actually from King Richard in that situation where a lot of players can kind of make a mistake is kind of being a little bit too overly aggressive. And what happens in that scenario is where he actually doesn't build up to try to challenge that guy who happened to be on that ramp. He goes around the corner, and as soon as he goes around the corner, I know there was 2 enemies. I'm not sure if they were teams or not, but essentially everyone knows when it comes into Fortnite, the guy with the height advantage.
Yep.
Obviously, it's called an advantage for a reason, right? He has that overall sequence to initiate that gunfight whenever he wants to. Of course, as we see King Richard doing exactly now to enemies, as long as you have that height in front of you, you have such a huge momentum boost when it comes down to a lot of these games. Thankfully, he's able to reference back, collectively kind of grab a few more mats and obviously kind of kit back up and whatnot. But for the most part, in that scenario where he's challenging against that one player, that was the awkward scenario of being in a spot where that ramp was super high and he's not able to really challenge it. So definitely when it comes into future games and matches and whatnot, I think we really need to be wary of King Richard and his aggressiveness from time to time.
Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite duos in the game at the moment. Watching Calvin and Richard come in after such a rough game 1. Now, we've been joking since the beginning of the last match, as soon as they went down, that it was going to be an extremely hard comeback for them to do. However, they're only down by 9 kills,
No,
8 or 9 kills
eight
now.
kills now with those 2 kills they
There's
just picked
still
up.
half the lobby left, Taylor. There's a really great chance that they could come into this, especially if they start rotating out of Tilted, knowing that there might be some stragglers left coming from, hopefully Paradise.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm telling you, that whole time we were talking, you guys were talking, we were talking, I was saying, hey, don't count them out yet. Don't count them out. As we saw, they split off. It's definitely paying off. They both individually have a mass amount of kills. We're seeing 8 for Aimbotcalvin and King Richard sitting at 8 himself. And the comeback is quickly upon us. Daequan and CaMiLLs, though, still racking up some kills. Not as many as we're seeing on the opposite end. But mind you, plenty of kills still left in the lobby, as you said, Legion. But if Daequan and CaMiLLs, even one of them go down, that could be big. And look at this.
Look
the
at this potential three-piece for him.
Yes.
You're watching Calvin right now engage. He's got a player going underneath and gets the 3-piece as well. 11 kills already for Calvin.
Guys, this isn't surprising to me. I'm telling you, don't count these boys out.
This is absolutely absurd. Like, that guy probably had, like, Calvin has the opportunity to take that guy out in maybe a second. And he literally takes that guy out in 3 shots, like the last available potential for that guy to fall right before he exits his line side. He makes it look absolutely easy. 11 kills and Tilted, and he's not even done yet. This is his playground right now. Is Aimbotcalvin. He's known for being a Overwatch streamer for TSM. I think it's time to make the full transition into some Fortnite, maybe even as a pro player, as maybe even this is his opportunity to kind of warm up and say, hey, King Richard, I'm ready to join the boys in blue. I'm talented enough. Obviously, in this game, he is without question showing it. 19 kills in this game alone for Aimbotcalvin and King Richard, and there is still 31 players up.
Guys,
this is insane.
Like I said, this is not surprising to me. I told you they are going to come back. I mean, look, there was obviously, it looks like they were down quite a bit, which they were. But you got to imagine, though, there's a lot of RNG. There's a lot of potential here, especially if they turn up. Mind you, taking some fall damage is going to be CaMiLLs, taking some damage as well from this player above. And I believe that's going to be 2 pushing him. He's got to be careful. Actually, it's his teammate coming from the back, and that's going to be Daequan getting the kill. Good stuff coming in for Daequan to pick up that, because CaMiLLs was in a very dire situation. But still, look at the comeback as we are seeing. But if they keep matching these kills, this could be deadly. But CaMiLLs has to be careful here.
This is a kind of a scary scenario. One thing that I'm really glad that they're doing is obviously engaging at the same time, because if one of these guys drops, we're already talking about the momentum that Calvin and King Richard have at this point in the game. If Daequan was to get eliminated early, if CaMiLLs was to get eliminated early, you want to talk about a 1 versus 2, plus the fact of this team already having a ton of momentum, having 19 kills combined with, like, what, when there's maybe half the game still nearly going? I mean, that would be absolute absurdity to kind of request the TSM guys to try to hold that off. So I think while the game is obviously progressing, it is still a very scary scenario if you are the TSM boys. They're probably heading into this game. I think I actually saw Daequan. He was like kind of relaxing, like kind of, maybe shaking his arms a little bit, like, okay, well, this would be a pretty easy game. We're just going to go to maybe like Anarchy or Fatal or something like that and just kind of hang out. But now there is no time to hang out whatsoever. You've got to be in full mode as far as kind
This is
of
perfect
being ready.
actually for Richard here. He needs these kind of engagements, especially being down as much as they are. If he can manage to get the 3-piece off here against this squad, unfortunately, though, building into those trees is somewhat frustrating due to the fact that you can't really jump through them, jump around them. But CaMiLLs knocking out another 3. It's looking like it's getting more and more difficult here for Calvin and King Richard to potentially make this comeback.
It definitely is, and of course, King Richard having to battle that storm. Still, the players coming from the back. He's going to try and bust down this 1-by-1 as, of course, there's going to be enemies in there trying to heal up. Let's see if he can get in there and maybe get a fast, quick edit. But a player is going to be in front. Does he get the knock? Not just yet. That player's down to just a little bit of health.
CaMiLLs steals it. CaMiLLs is here.
That is huge. Came in.
Oh, my gosh. Thankfully, King Richard actually. So in that scenario, I believe King Richard ends up getting down. CaMiLLs steals 2 out of the 3 kills in that scenario. And just to make, just to rub insult into injury, a Chug Jug is sitting right in front of King Richard's perspective. That is so unfortunate.
Oh, and that looks like it could be it. They're already at the deficit. Aimbotcalvin last alive currently. Looks like he's trying to spot a player who's just over there at Shifty. He's got players in front and as well as the back, but man, you talk about a massive run to potentially make that comeback possible, but now you're saying to get away from them down 14 kills with a total of 21 engagements remaining. Still possible.
We need 4 swipes
still
from
possible,
Calvin, which is doable because it's Calvin. But if it was me, I would have shut the stream off and pretended like I got DDoS just to
start cutting out your voice. Like, sorry.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry, not here.
Oh man.
Oh no, but yeah.
But like 2 in that scenario for King Richard, right? I think when we were loading into that particular scenario, there are 3 guys who are just kind of over the that wall, kind of like a home improvement, like a Wilson situation. Like you can only see their eyes essentially. They're just like peeking over, taking a look, and it's like, oh yeah, hey, there's some enemies right in front of me. And he actually challenges all 3 of them. Thankfully, he had double pump and was ready to kind of rocket and whatnot, or double shotguns rather. But yeah, man, it was such a difficult gunfight to challenge. But he knew, right? And if he was to take a quick look at his minimap, he knew CaMiLLs was right behind him. Any of these engagements could be lost at any moment. So in that situation, for a lot of players, they'd probably stick back, maybe try to build up a little bit. If you're like in Hamlin's, he would have immediately built like a 90-foot structure, would have challenged that in a different way.
And lit a cigar in the process in real life while doing it. Which
Absolutely.
I think what the most insane thing is.
Yeah, you got to give props to King Richard, though, in that scenario for trying to execute that fight. He nearly took out all of those players. When you're in a 1 versus 3, almost nearly versus an entire squad, and you are just double pumping away just off of pure skill, side peeking and whatnot. I mean, that was an incredible performance that we see him and his teammate obviously come through with an Aimbotcalvin. So I mean, not that I'm not discrediting that it's not over or anything like that, but I mean, you want to talk about a potential comeback. Obviously, the scoreboard's not going to reflect it if you just kind of take a look back at it and say, oh, they lost by 13, 14 kills, but they made one heck of a run when it came down to game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And now I believe it is in fact close to really not possible. What is it, 17 kills between the 2 with a total of, that's it.
Yeah, if Calvin manages to get all 17 kills remaining, I will, in fact, become a rocket ship, not just build one. So, and we'll be soaring through our skies.
That'd be great.
Einstein. So let's go ahead and see if Calvin, though, can at least get this pop rock and then challenge. Makes his way over to challenge this fight. Let's see if he can jump over him, soaring and foring, as we used to call it back in the day. Let's see if he's got what it takes with the. Is this a pump heavy combo? Knocks another.
Oh my!
And builds the
That's some building
leaning
skills.
tower of pizza. So
that is some building skills. The tree's in the way, but that is some building skills. Of course, though, still, like you said, he needs to get literally every single kill at this point. If we see 1 kill on that kill feed on the left, it is in fact over.
I'm really confused. We're on Aimbotcalvin's perspective. Why is TSM CaMiLLs' Twitter linked to the bottom left?
I think it was the last subscriber.
And there it is. No, and that's who is that? That's Calvin. Okay,
this is Calvin. I was just like, okay.
No, but Calvin apparently.
Did CaMiLLs happen like hack his Twitch or something?
Yeah.
Or
somebody's been making accounts of the opponents and then subscribing.
Okay, just making sure.
So just trying to troll and confuse the chat, or apparently
apparently our casters here. Yeah, absolutely. Consider me I don't know, accidentally trolled. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, Daequan comes in with the explode, and that's going to be it.
Yep, and that's going to be it. Oh, my gosh. But you talk about a potential comeback we could have had from Calvin and King Richard. Daequan and CaMiLLs, though, the TSM boys looking to go back-to-back TSM wins. Of course, it was Myth and Hamlin's last time, but still, this is the first time Daequan and CaMiLLs have been in the money. The first time CaMiLLs has been in our Friday FORTNITE tournament, and he is making a statement already. Now, bottom line, they're getting $7,000 with the potential of $10,000 if they're able to beat FaZe. But what a run from Calvin as well as King Richard coming in. They get third place, $3,000, their first time in the money, showing, hey, they're still a dominant team. And with that comeback, that first round was a little bit rough, but if they would have played like they did in that second round, anybody's game.
Now, who knocked TSM into losers bracket? Was it FaZe today?
It might have been
winners
actually.
bracket, because if we could watch a rematch of an earlier winners bracket,
never mind. That was the other TSM.
This might be one of the best finales we've had here for one of these
Fridays.
Fridays.
So we got
at it, potentially winning a best of 2 to come back too, which would be amazing.
Yeah, because I know that
they were knocked out by FaZe.
Okay.
They were knocked out by FaZe.
Versus TSM rematch from earlier today. Will TSM be able to do it?
What round was that?
That was that pushed them into the finals and then also into the losers finals.
Really?
Yeah.
We cast over that game?
We absolutely
did.
We absolutely did.
It's been a long
time.
game.
No, we did.
A breakdown.
I remember absolutely not.
Whoa!
Yeah. After the whole tilted situation, I have actually I don't even remember driving here today. So.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw your car outside, and it's not even yours. You just got to drive as an Uber driver.
Actually, funny enough, I actually take a shopping cart here. So.
That's insane. Yeah.
Solid place. Solid place.
It took a lot. I lost 6 pounds on the journey today.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you,
Landon.
pal. I just actually slapped my own knee, so I mean, hey,
can we get
bring it in? Let's bring it in.
All right. Let's bring it in.
What should we do?
What
Friday
are we?
Fortnite or
Friday Fortnite?
Hashtag Friday Fortnite.
How about pink wall? Let's go pink wall.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Pink
1,
wall.
2, 3, pink
wall.
wall.
You put cringe in the
wow.
chat. We're not ashamed. Go ahead and drop that
Thank
down
you
there.
guys.
Hashtag cringe actually, just to see where that hashtag actually leads to in terms of metadata. So that'd be awesome to see as well.
Yeah, appreciate that. Twitch moments, of course, on YouTube. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice little
we'd
addition
love that.
there.
If you want to tweet it at us and then maybe even do some edits,
that'd be great.
That would
Never
be
a dull moment with you boys on the couch.
A dip to black, or maybe like a quick,
fade to,
like a fade to white would be
dissolves.
fantastic at the beginning of that.
I like it.
I like it. EDM music.
To be honest with you, let's just create our own TV series.
I'm down.
Why would we try to go on Stranger Things? Let's just become the new Stranger Things.
What if we were just called Stranger People and it was just about us and our
Good title. Good title. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
People.
Stranger People.
Swamp People, now Stranger
There's
People.
a producer out there saying, you know what? I got to hire these guys.
Producer Jeff, Producer Bill, Producer Joey, let us know. Let us know when you want us to come on and do this show for you.
Absolutely.
We're not ashamed. I mean, this is who we are as people, and this is what we're gonna do.
This is it. This is all real. This is all natural.
I see you over there looking real, and
I'm
you
telling
looking real.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, hey, check it out. Finals coming up next. We have FaZe going against TSM. Will TSM be able to take another victory in our tournaments? Already first time there in the money, $7,000 on the line. Of course, guys, you cannot forget the giveaways we got going on. Exclamation point giveaway inside the chat. Got to click on the link, though. You click on the link, it's going to take you to a Gleam link, and, of course, follow the directions from there. You have your chance to win either one of our G Fuel premium packs. Got 20 different samples in there. Of course, you can win a blender bottle, and then you can also win a G Fuel hat as well. Legion is begging for attention. This is literally what we have to deal with off camera. I just want to point that out. They are nonstop doing stuff like this on camera. Oh yeah,
that's what we do when it's his closing time.
Do the giveaway! Exclamation point giveaway! It's free. Might as well go ahead and do it. Shout out to sponsors UMG, or excuse me, we are UMG. Go to gfuel.com. You go there. Use code UMG. You'll get 40% off of your purchase, and of course, go to official EGL. 10% off your purchase for some sweet gear. If you want to get on top of that, we're not going to show Landon on camera. That is absolutely disgusting. You foul. You do not want to see that. He's licking his lips. Guys, we'll be right back after this commercial break.